Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 1025. In the midst of all of this social distancing and the stay-at-home orders, I spend a lot of time in front of my computer screen, or on my iPhone. And I'm just curious, how do you feel about all of the digital connecting that's going on right now? If I'm honest, I'm kind of a mixed bag. I mean, there's a part of me that sees it as a blessing, and yet there's a part of me that's getting burned out. Like, it's a blessing, don't get me wrong. I can't imagine where we would be right now if we weren't able to digitally connect with each other. I mean, that's the way that I'm able to come to you right now. That's the way that we're able to worship together, is we're able to put content out digitally. It's the way that our kids are able to do e-learning. And I'm so grateful for all of the content that the teachers are putting out for them. It's the way that we're able to do meetings. You pick up new vocabulary in the midst of a crisis like this. And I'd never heard of Zoom before. And now it seems like every day I'm Zooming somebody. I'm doing some sort of a Zoom meeting, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that our kids have the chance to connect with their friends via kids' Facebook Messenger apps. So I'm so incredibly grateful. I can't imagine where we would be right now if we weren't able to digitally connect with each other. I think of the words from James chapter 1, verse 17, which says, "Every good and perfect gift comes down from above." And so at a time like this, I am so grateful that we are able to digitally connect with each other. Because it gives me opportunities like my wife and I had this last weekend, where, because we don't have a lot of activities on our calendar, we're looking for ways that we can reconnect with friends. And so there's a particular friend of mine that I've stayed in touch with since college, and yet the last time that my wife and I were able to physically be with he and his wife, that was like 12 years ago. And we set up a Zoom meeting, and it was incredible to spend an hour and a half, which just flew by, reconnecting with each other and being able to see each other face to face, even if it was through digital technology. That was incredible, and I'm so blessed because of that. But there's also a part of me right now that's burned out. I'm ready to be done with all of this digital connecting. I was reading a comment that one of my former seminary professors had posted on Facebook. And he talked about something called digital dissonance. And I feel like that's what I'm experiencing right now. Because the way that God created us is for physical, face-to-face interaction. It's the term incarnation, in flesh. Jesus came and he lived amongst us. Like, his body was here, his mind was here, and yet as we're digitally connecting with each other, there's this dissonance. Because our minds are connected with each other, and yet our bodies are not there. And so we're left with this longing to actually have that close physical proximity to each other. I feel like that's where my kids are at with their friends. I feel like that's where some of you are at, where you can't connect with your family face to face. You have this digital dissonance. That's where I'm at when it comes to my staff and some of the meetings that I have. There's this digital dissonance. I just want this to be done. I just want to be able to connect with them face to face. And so right now, connecting via technology is exhausting for me. I'm a little bit burned out from it. On the one hand, it's a blessing. On the other hand, it's a burden. So I'm curious, where are you at right now? Are you experiencing some of that digital dissonance? Do you have those moments like my wife and I did where it's just sheer joy to reconnect with somebody that you haven't seen in a long time and to do that via technology? I'd invite you to share where you're at in the comments below. And I'll see you again next time.